The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete on the crosser to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. McPherson's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it up.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Manziel. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Manziel. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Manziel. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Shifts by him. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and having a big year on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun, Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Amir Abdullah from 21 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run over center with Collins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Amir Abdullah. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets past one man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. from the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get to the 31. Enough for the 1st down. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, look at the juke. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime
Our trip
report.
around the
Scott?
NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Give him 30 yards there. At the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the fumble recovering leads to 6 points.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Quick move by Miller. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Collins trying up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Manziel. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that'll give him a first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's Manziel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Manziel going to sneak it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Manziel. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. A give left side to Collins. A nice little juke. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's and he loses the football a 2nd time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. Results in a first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. And he is caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This is Collins on the handoff. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Going to throw right side here, complete. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. 3rd down and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Amir Abdullah gearing up now to lead this offense. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard, and we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Collins. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 8. 1:54 on the clock. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. 2nd down, goal to go.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. .35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early